Hey there, fitness enthusiasts. Join us at Fitzy's Unlimited. Another empowering session awaits you. Imagine a fitness regime that doesn't require you to count every single calorie or avoid your favorite foods. Welcome to the world of intermittent fasting, a popular weight loss strategy that's sweeping the globe. Intermittent fasting is not a diet in the traditional sense, but more accurately described as an eating pattern. It's a method that cycles between periods of eating and fasting, offering a flexible approach to meal timing. Instead of telling you what to eat, it tells you when to eat. Now you might be wondering, why has intermittent fasting become so popular? Well, the answer lies in its flexibility. Traditional diets often require strict meal plans, calorie counting, and food restrictions, which can feel overwhelming and unsustainable. On the contrary, intermittent fasting allows you to enjoy your favorite foods within your eating window, making it a less restrictive and more manageable approach to weight loss. There are various methods within intermittent fasting, each providing a different fasting and eating window. Some people prefer fasting for 16 hours and having an 8-hour eating window, known as the 16-8 method. Others might choose alternate day fasting or the 5-2 diet. The beauty of intermittent fasting is that you can choose the method that best suits your lifestyle and preferences. But one crucial point to remember is that intermittent fasting is not an excuse to overeat or indulge in unhealthy foods during the eating window. It's about creating a caloric deficit, which leads to weight loss, while still maintaining a balanced and nutrient-dense diet. Intermittent fasting is not just about weight loss. It also offers several health benefits. It can improve insulin sensitivity, reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. It triggers cellular repair processes, including autophagy, where the body removes damaged cells. It may even contribute to improved heart health by reducing risk factors like high blood pressure and cholesterol levels. So if you're tired of restrictive diets, intermittent fasting might be the solution you've been looking for. Stay tuned as we delve further into the benefits, methods, and practical tips to make intermittent fasting work for you. Apart from weight loss, intermittent fasting comes with a host of other health benefits. To begin with, intermittent fasting can help you lose weight effectively. This is because it creates a caloric deficit. You naturally consume fewer calories due to the limited eating window, leading to weight loss. But it's not just about shedding pounds. It's about shedding them the healthy way. Next, intermittent fasting enhances insulin sensitivity. By having periods of fasting, your body is able to use insulin more effectively, which can help reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, a condition that's become all too common in our modern world. Now, let's talk about cellular repair and autophagy. In the simplest terms, autophagy is like a cellular cleanup crew. During periods of fasting, this process is triggered, and the body begins to remove damaged cells, aiding in overall cellular repair. It's like giving your body a much-needed tune-up. But the benefits don't stop there. Intermittent fasting may also contribute to improved heart health. It can help reduce risk factors like high blood pressure and cholesterol levels, both of which are critical for maintaining a healthy heart. Finally, let's not forget the simplicity and convenience of intermittent fasting. Unlike complex diets that require meticulous meal planning and calorie counting, intermittent fasting is relatively straightforward. You don't need to prepare multiple meals or worry about eating at specific times. It's all about when you eat, not what you eat, making it a convenient option for those with busy lifestyles. However, it's important to note that intermittent fasting is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Everyone's body is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. It's always recommended to consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new dietary regimen. So not only can intermittent fasting help you shed those extra pounds, but it can also contribute to your overall health. One size doesn't fit all, especially when it comes to dieting, and that's where intermittent fasting shines. Intermittent fasting isn't a one-track path, but a flexible highway with multiple lanes, each leading to the same destination of health and wellness. First, let's talk about the 16-8 method, also known as time-restricted eating. This approach involves fasting for 16 hours and allotting an 8-hour window for eating. For many of us, this might look like skipping breakfast and eating our first meal at noon. then wrapping up the last meal by 8 in the evening. It's a simple, straightforward method that nicely aligns with our natural sleep-wake cycles. Remember, it's okay to start slow and gradually extend your fasting window as you get more comfortable. But what if you're looking for something more extreme? Enter the 5-2 diet. This method involves eating normally for 5 days of the week and restricting calories to a quarter of your usual intake for the remaining 2 non-consecutive days. It's a more challenging method, but some people find it easier to fast for 2 full days rather than restricting their eating window every day. Then there's the alternate day fasting, where you alternate between days of normal eating and days of fasting. This method can be a bit more demanding, but it offers a break from calorie counting on your non-fasting days. Each of these methods offers flexibility to suit your lifestyle and preferences. If you're a night owl who loves late-night snacking, the 16-8 method might work best for you. If you're someone who can go a day without much food but loves to feast the next, alternate day fasting might be your best bet. Regardless of the method you choose, remember that the goal of intermittent fasting is not to overindulge during your eating window, but to eat mindfully and pay attention to your hunger and fullness cues. Remember, the best diet is the one you can stick to, and with intermittent fasting, you have plenty of options. Now, just because you're fasting doesn't mean you can eat whatever you want during your eating window. While intermittent fasting does provide flexibility, it's not an open invitation to indulge in unhealthy eating habits. It's essential to remember that balanced nutrition is the key to long-term health and successful weight loss. Even when you're fasting, your body needs a variety of nutrients to function optimally. So, what should you eat during your eating window? Aim for a balanced diet, rich in whole foods. Think about incorporating a variety of fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats into your meals. These are not only nutrient-dense but also satisfying, making it easier to stick to your fasting routine without feeling deprived. Hydration is another crucial aspect of intermittent fasting. It's easy to confuse thirst with hunger, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water, particularly during your fasting window. This will help keep you feeling full and prevent dehydration, which can otherwise lead to feelings of fatigue or headaches. Now let's talk about timing. Timing is particularly important when it comes to your meals and workouts. Nutrient timing can indeed make a difference. Try to plan your meals so that you're eating nutrient-dense foods that will sustain you through your fasting period. When it comes to exercise, there's a lot of flexibility. You might prefer to work out during your fasting window, or perhaps you feel more energetic when you exercise during your eating window. There's no one-size-fits-all answer here, so experiment and find what works best for your energy levels and schedule. Just remember, whether you choose aerobic exercises like running or cycling, or resistance training like weightlifting, both can be effective during intermittent fasting. The key is to listen to your body and adjust your routine as needed. And as always, staying hydrated during your workouts is crucial, especially when you're fasting. Remember, intermittent fasting is not a free pass to overeat or ignore your diet. It's a tool that can help you create a healthier lifestyle, but it still requires mindfulness and balance when it comes to your nutrition and exercise habits. While intermittent fasting isn't about counting calories, it's still important to ensure you're not overeating. You see, the goal of intermittent fasting is to create a calorie deficit, which leads to weight loss. But that doesn't mean you should starve yourself or binge during your eating window. Instead, focus on consuming nutrient-dense meals that provide you with energy and keep you satiated. Now let's talk about macros. Macros, short for macronutrients, are the building blocks of our diet: proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Each plays a unique role in our body. Proteins help preserve muscle mass. Fats provide essential fatty acids and aid in the absorption of vitamins, and carbohydrates serve as the body's main source of energy. A balanced distribution of these macronutrients can support overall health and weight loss goals. For instance, a focus on adequate protein can help in muscle preservation. So, while you don't have to obsess over every calorie, be mindful of your intake to ensure you're not undoing your hard work. One common concern with weight loss is the fear of losing muscle along with fat. When you're shedding pounds, it's essential to keep in mind that not all weight loss is created equal. You want to lose fat, not muscle. But how do you ensure that? Let's delve into it. First, let's talk about protein. This macronutrient is often hailed as the building block of muscles, and rightly so. It provides the essential amino acids that our bodies need to repair and build muscle tissue. When you're losing weight, getting enough protein is crucial. It helps to preserve your lean muscle mass, even as you're creating a caloric deficit to shed fat. But how much is enough? While the exact amount can vary based on individual needs and activity levels, a general guideline is to aim for around 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. This could be more if you're more active or less if you're sedentary. Including protein-rich foods in your diet, such as lean meats, dairy, eggs, and plant-based proteins like beans and lentils, can help you reach this goal. Now, on to resistance training. You might be thinking, wait, isn't cardio the key to weight loss? While cardio can certainly burn calories and contribute to a caloric deficit, resistance training plays a critical role in preserving and even building muscle mass. Resistance training exercises work your muscles against a force, whether that's your body weight, dumbbells, or resistance bands. This kind of workout creates tiny micro-tears in the muscle tissues. When these repair with the help of protein, they grow stronger and larger. So even as you're losing weight, regular resistance training can help ensure that what you're losing is fat, not muscle. It's a win-win situation. You're slimming down while getting stronger. As with any fitness regimen, it's important to start where you are and gradually increase your intensity and volume. Consistency is key, and so is listening to your body. If you're new to resistance training, consider getting guidance from a fitness professional to make sure you're doing the exercises correctly and safely. With proper nutrition and exercise, you can ensure that the weight you lose is fat, not muscle. Now, before you dive headfirst into intermittent fasting, there's one important thing to keep in mind. Just as we all have unique fingerprints, our bodies also respond differently to various dietary and exercise approaches. This individual variation is a fundamental aspect of human biology. It's what makes us unique, and it's why what works wonders for one person might not have the same effect for another. Intermittent fasting is no exception. Some people might find that the 16-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window, suits them perfectly. Others might thrive on the 5-2 diet, which involves 2 days of very low-calorie intake and regular eating on the other 5 days. And then there are those who might not respond well to intermittent fasting at all, and that's okay. The goal is not to follow a trend blindly, but to understand your body, listen to its cues, and find what works best for you. In this journey of exploration, it's crucial to remember that patience is a virtue. Change takes time. Sustainable weight loss and improved health don't happen overnight. Consistency is key. Sticking to your chosen method, whether it's intermittent fasting or another dietary approach, is important. But never forget that your health should always come first. If you're unsure about starting intermittent fasting, or if you have pre-existing health conditions, it's always wise to consult with a healthcare professional. They can provide personalized advice, taking into account your health status, lifestyle, and goals. And even if you're raring to go, it's a good idea to have a professional guide you. A nutritionist or dietitian can help you ensure that your diet during the eating window is balanced, nutrient-dense, and supports your overall health while helping you achieve your weight loss goals. Remember, the key to successful weight loss isn't a magic pill or a quick fix. It's consistency, patience, and finding a plan that works for you. In the end, it's all about creating a lifestyle that you can sustain in the long run, one that brings you joy and contributes to your overall well-being. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.